Gang, gang. Hey, how y'all doing, Kings? Back with y'all with another one. I don't know what's going on out here, so I'm gonna try to walk over here. I know it's a little dark. I'm gonna stay pointing the light, but I know I took a couple of days off. It's not like I really have too many subscribers or anything, but for the ones staying in there, I fuck with y'all, and y'all some real ones, honestly. Not doing this for any personal gain, but if people come and they want the information, that's pretty cool. Didn't pick my nose, it's just itchy. But yeah, today I wanted to talk about meditation. I know I took a couple days off, and I just wanted to really, get into like my own um, element and like what I was feeling, what I was thinking, and I know I've been making videos every day, but I think I'm gonna just like sometimes just make them sporadic and random. Like I might just do two in a day, um, one every 3 days, one every like 4 or 5. No, probably not that long, but probably like more around like the 3 day range. Like if I want to like think about something for a longer bit of time. But sorry about that. Today I'm gonna talk about meditation and how it literally boosts everything on semen retention, boosts everything with your mind. Um, as the Buddha said, meditation is the highest austerity and the only way to combat lust and to get over it. Honestly, through meditation, what I've been realizing, you could get over anything, to be honest. If you could get over lust, which is the highest desire, the highest form of distraction, you can pretty much do anything. So I wanted to talk about some techniques that I really love, and I really think that it would help out a lot of y'all, especially to y'all seeing retention journey, or even if y'all not, just to have a clear mindset. But obviously, I'm catering more to people that are seeing retention. I took a vow of celibacy lately, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, about to be my birthday, so hell yeah. That's just a gift to myself, to be honest. Honestly, not really doing a timeline. Might just do it for the rest of my life. That's the goal. Honestly, I could go on about like how I've been in lust with a lot of women, and I already kind of got over the point where it's just whatever. But that's another video topic, to be honest. Um, but the first technique I wanted to talk about was pranayama. Pranayama is probably one of the most important breathing practices, breathing techniques to circulate your energy, um, make you feel a sense of calmness, and it really helps move around that lower energy a lot. What I like to do is just take a deep breath into my lower, like deep diaphragmatic breathing through my nose. Just picture the energy like going from like my solar plex down um, underneath like your perineum, and then up your spine all the way up, and then it'll like stop. You'll feel like the energy like collecting it. You're supposed to have your tongue at the roof of your mouth. Sorry, I don't know if this is loud. I'm just gonna move away from it. Um, you're supposed to have your tongue at the roof of your mouth, and when you exhale, you just like mentally move it down to your solar plex. This is all mentally. I'm obviously gonna include like some other ones that I mean one more that is like more physical, but this one through like Montauk's books, he is always saying not to physically force it, except for the other one I'm gonna mention. But yeah, you should be able to in practice circulating your breath to different parts of your body, to your solar plex, up your spine. And ironically, wild as it sounds, if anybody watches Demon Slayer, when they talk about different types of breathing, that's really true. Like if we talk about like thunder type breathing, it might not be like you feel thunder, you feel fire, you feel water, but the actual aspect of like breathing like heavily into your legs to like circulate and surge energy in certain parts of your body to give you more energy is literally true. And I practice it on my runs. I practice it um, making music. I practice it, lifting weights. It's just all about your mental limit and what you really feel like you can do. And once you start breathing harder and harder into it, you start to feel that energy just like you can start to mentally direct it to a place. You can start to feel that energy more and more, and you just feel electric, honestly. You just feel so good that you won't really get tired as fast. And the more you do it, the more you just start to notice you have more endurance through things, and you can have more mental stability, because it's all mental, like your body um, will literally keep going if you don't have any mental limit to what you feel like you can't do. And if you can push past that, which we're all supposed to do on SR, push past your limits, especially once you start incorporating SR and start incorporating your mental, start eating right, trifecta right there, unstoppable. Every time you start learning about the power of 369, you start adding more and more and more, and you just become more great. The second one I wanted to incorporate was the pelvic floor hold that moves up the Kundalini energy itself. And it's pretty much the same aspect, but except for you don't move the energy up mentally. So you will breathe out all the air in your lungs, and then pull your belly button, like suck your stomach in, pull your belly button towards your spine, and pull your pelvic floor muscle, like if you're holding your pee, and you can imagine it from your solar plex or the base of your spine. I usually do solar plex, but if I feel energy in my lower spine, then I'll move that as well. But usually if you start it at the solar plex, it'll just move along with it as well. You do the same thing. Get the tongue in the roof of your mouth and just pull. I usually start like pulling like not so hard at first, and then when I'll pull like harder and harder, like every like couple seconds, and I'll start to feel more energy like go and go and go. And when you start doing that, for me personally, I'll start to feel like this feeling of bliss. I'll start to see colors. I'll start to see my own aura, the aura of the room, items, stuff like that. If you focus on a focal point ahead of you, maybe not something like too far, not something too close, but maybe like 5 to 10 feet, that should be good enough to keep a focus on, and just stay as focused as you can and keep doing that. And I promise you will experience some almost outer body experiences, some experiences where every time I've probably start feeling this more in the last 2 or 3 days, but every time I'll think about it, and I feel into my manifestations, I'll feel this joy of not only that it's done, but I'll like literally start getting emotional, like how much joy that I'll feel. And when I start saying gratitude to Lord Jesus, Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna, Lord Buddha, Lord Muhammad, I will start experiencing like more high, and not even just gratitude towards the Lord, it's just gratitude towards like my body, towards the small things that I have, towards my family, towards my friends, towards the food that I have. So it's important to give gratitude whenever you start to feel this feeling of bliss, because it's a gift. You all, as everyone knows, you can't really fake an emotion, and you can, but at some point when you start to feel the actual realness of it, you want to give gratitude, because it's a gift to feel bliss. And in some cultures, God is bliss. So if y'all don't believe in God, you're not religious. In some cultures, bliss is literally the embodiment of God. So I believe in a God, might not be, Christian or whatever y'all subscribe to, but I definitely do. And I've experienced some things in my way to make me feel like this is more than just a human experience. And if you know that, then just keep practicing that. And so with that, you just you circulate it up, and you just keep collecting it at the roof of your mouth. And when you this is with so you haven't took a breath in, so you're just gonna keep, like every couple of seconds, you just pull harder, and you just collect a lot of energy at the roof of your mouth. And then when you breathe in, do the first meditation that I had mentioned, the first breathing technique that I mentioned, I'm sorry, and just breathe in like cool energy from your solar plex up the same way, collect it, and you'll have like an abundance of energy at this point, and then just put it all back into your solar plex. And what this does, especially when you're on SR, it'll help circulate your energy and not keep it all trapped in a certain place. So if you do this, you do pranayama, you do yoga, you do certain exercises where, I usually, when I meditate like this, I try to sit up against the wall, cross my legs, so that way, my lower part of my body can like circulate the energy more. And obviously, I probably do for like maybe like 20, 25 minutes, and my legs will be kind of dead after. But with more practice, as they say, it gets better. Your joints get more used to being in the cross-legged position, and you can start to enjoy the benefits more. Once you're in that zone, honestly, you start to see that the feeling that you feel is honestly better than even moving at all, even if you feel pain. There's been times where I've extended my meditation for 5 or 10 more minutes, which when you're like feeling the leg cramps and the cross-legged achiness, it could like catch up to you after a while. So when you start to get to that point where you start experiencing this bliss, you almost don't want to go out of it, because it's just something that you can take yourself into all the time. And I haven't even practiced it. I probably have practiced it in nature, like being unconscious, but I haven't like gone out just yet because it's been raining, and I probably will tomorrow. But I usually practice this inside because I like to not be around like some insects, and I like to be in an environment where maybe I could just have like a focal point that's not always like moving or I'm getting distracted. That's a big thing too. Once you start to rise that energy in like a safe place, that place will be a lot easier to do it. And you can definitely create that place outside as well, but try to be in a place that you're undisturbed, and that just preferably like no insects, because you're definitely, from my experience, like it definitely takes like at least like 5 or 10 minutes to get into it. From what I noticed, sometimes for me, like if I'm in a good clear mindset, it'll take me right away. Make sure to not drink too much water before, not to be super full, because if you start pulling in your belly button when you're full, it's definitely not going to feel too good. But if you do, it's not so bad. You're just going to have some gases, and it might distract you from your breath, but don't be so hard on yourself, because I feel that all the time, and I just get back into it, and I just forget it even happened, because it's just natural. Like, as the Buddha, stomach is big because he's doing diaphragmatic breathing all the time, so it's going to be natural that when you breathe deeper like that and you start moving the pelvic floor more, like you're going to have some gases, you're going to have different bodily experiences that might make you feel interesting. But yeah, the experiences that I've been feeling lately, like I would do this like in the mirror standing up, and I saw my aura for the first time in 2 days, which is blue, which is pretty crazy because it describes what type of person I am. So I've been meditating for years, but I have not felt this experience. So I started doing the pelvic floor hold meditation like more and more and more, especially with my spine erect. I've done that meditation for a minute, but I think now that I fully renounce being celibate and being on semen retention, of course, and just taking the time to actually like meditate more and more, putting good thoughts. I haven't even been listening to music at all. Like I just been listening to audiobooks, been eating clean. I think that all of that, like, Lord is blessing me. Like thank everyone on the journey that's been helping me. So I think once you start to align yourself more, like all the powers that be will help you get there, and you'll start to experience more of not the illusion, the disillusion. Another benefit is just obviously, you can feel into your manifestations crazy. Like you can feel the emotions like way more like just in a conscious. I do this with my eyes open. Excuse me. Um, and I just feel way more clear feelings about my manifestations, the imagery. Like I could really, like physically feel it. I could feel the emotion way more. I could feel the release, and it's just a beautiful experience. Like I can't really even describe it. Like I wish everyone could feel this all the time. To be honest, like that's how good it feels. Even the people that are unfavorable, I would want everyone to experience that at some point. So, um, yeah, that's something that is a benefit as well. I feel like it regulates your emotions. Like I would do this like before I go out to work or after I work out, and I feel like it just makes me feel good about everything that I'm doing. So I would suggest like using that as your cheat code. Like if you gotta go to work, you gotta go to a work. I usually do it after a workout, but maybe I'll try it before a workout. Sometimes I just like to get up and go. But um, before I did it for the first time last night before I went to sleep, and I've been having super wild succubus dreams, super wild dreams in general, like pretty negative honestly, for the last like 5 6 days. And when I did it last night, I actually had like a really great dream about someone that I really love. So, sorry, my battery notification came on. But yeah, I would definitely suggest that before going to sleep for sure. Um, yeah, try to do it maybe before on an empty stomach, or maybe just wait a little bit after you eat. Since I don't know, I feel like since I'm vegetarian, like my food digests pretty quickly. So if I do it, it only take me like 45 minutes to like an hour. So I'll just like listen to an audiobook or do something, and then when I feel good enough in my stomach, I'll just like go do it. So, and then the cool breath. This is just like another way to just like start off. Like before you even do this, like just to get your body into a good mood, you just put your tongue like that. Start breathing through there, and you will start to like feel. And like even if you try it, you'll start to feel like the cool air going through your tongue, and just breathe in as much as you can through your diaphragm. And then put the tongue at the top of your mouth, and then just exhale through your nose. And just doing that over and over will just get your body relaxed enough to, start your meditations, do what you need to do, and it's just a great way to set it up. Um, Another way is the same thing, but just without your tongue, just imagining like you're like drinking something through a straw, like the slowest you can, and then just breathing out through your nose or breathing out through your mouth as well. Just sometimes whenever I want to just bring my state of awareness like to a slower vibration, I would just like either breathe in through my nose and then exhale through my mouth. But if you exhale through your mouth, like at the same straw kind of position, just do it as slow as you can. You'll start to feel your awareness just get lower and lower and lower. No matter what, if you do this, like just exhale through your mouth using the straw technique, and just do it as slow as you can. So that definitely like takes your awareness way lower, and you'll start to feel a lot better about starting your meditations and getting into the zone of doing what you need to. So yeah, those are 3/4 techniques that'll definitely help with your meditations, helping overcome lust, and um, helping you receive an intention journey. So love y'all, gang. You have a great night.